and welcome to the 7th round of the Man on Fire Films Toribash tournament. I'm your host, Jack Morris, and squaring off tonight are the Mighty Mohawk, Colors, and the highest point, Apex. Let's get to it. And here we are, Colors versus Apex. Now, this has actually been a very difficult round to set up. We've had to kind of swap around Apex a couple of times in the tournament to make it fit. Time zones have been a nightmare. But here we are, finally, round 7. And I'm very excited. It's a 3rd Dan black belt versus a 4th Dan black belt. Wow, it shouldn't be difficult to say, but for some reason it is. Rank 5536 versus rank 6089. So I think it's fair to say this is a very even match. Now, let's see how they're going to open this. Okay. Looks like, couldn't tell who's who there. Looks like Colors has gone for that opener we've seen a couple of times. They kind of like spread-legged. Don't know if I have a name for it. Let's call it the squat. Not really sure what Apex has done here. Has he missed his turn, or is this all part of his plan? I'm not really entirely sure. I've just noticed Apex's thing there, Toribash porn star, which is pretty nice. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Apex is that a dismemberment? Have we had a dismemberment? No, it's just blood. It looked like his hand came off, but I guess it hasn't. Still yet to see a dismemberment in this tournament. Very eager to see this. So I guess that was all part of Apex's plan to leave it open for one round and, sort of anticipate what Colors was doing. Very smart move, very risky if Colors had a more flashier opener, as the word would be said. But it seems to be working out okay for him. So I guess Apex is now going for a twist, and Colors utilizing the emotes there, which is something that we don't see a lot of. Colors seems to be really using the squat to his best there. I mean, it's a good tactic. It keeps you on balance, keeps you very planted on the ground. I'll just confirm that they are entering. This is... Apparently they were a little bit confused about whether this was actually the fight or not. Yeah. So, okay, Colors has now gone for kind of sideways, I don't know, manipulate. This is actually kind of interesting. I've not seen something like this before. Colors definitely has a lot of balance right now, and I think that's going to benefit him later. It's a very defensive play, but also a very good play. And Apex is going for, I guess a twist. I don't really know how else to say that. Definitely as I said, definitely a very defensive play on Colors' part, which is an admirable tactic. I mean, to not get completely screwed over in the first couple of turns is very admirable. Apex now at a slight disadvantage being in the air while Colors' feet are still kind of firmly planted on the ground, but this could easily be reversed, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, I think it's safe to say Colors with a big upper hand here. Apex not entirely screwed. I mean, he can definitely easily reverse this, and to be honest, 4th and 3rd Dan black belts, I reckon he can. But it is still interesting to watch that he is now kind of off balance, and his legs, yeah, they're a little bit behind his upper body, which is going to make a center of balance. Center of balance, is that right? I don't know. It's going to make it difficult, but I imagine, okay. So he's trying to turn this back around clearly now. He's keeping it slow, keeping it defensive, making sure that he's not putting himself at a disadvantage or in a position where he could be pushed to the floor. That's smart, as Colors is definitely going for a very defensive play, which is very good because we haven't seen a lot of this so far. Mostly, we've seen people get it straight in there with an opening kick, kind of throwing themselves at a disadvantage. This is a very defensive play on both players' parts. A rather ballsy move by Apex there. That's definitely benefited him now that Colors has dislocated his right arm. That is a major disadvantage. Very, very ballsy play by Apex, but I think it's going to pay off because now Colors has no purchase on his right side of the body. That's going to make it very easy to topple him to the right. We'll see if Apex is going to take advantage of that right now. Okay, what are they going to do? Don't start lagging now. So, Apex kind of twisted a little bit, probably more than he wanted to there. The dislocated right arm is no longer supporting him, and now he's kind of being flipped. So it looks like Colors is trying to use his dislocation to his advantage, and anticipating that Apex would try to take advantage of the dislocated arm and reverse it accordingly. Very clever. We're down to 90 frames. This is actually a very tense match. We're going to get one final turn, or is it going to fall? What's going to happen? Okay! I think this might actually be going to points. This is the last turn. Apex's hand is very safely on the ground there. He's not going out because of that. Obviously, hands don't disqualify you. I think this might be the first round we've had that actually goes to points. If that's the case, it looks like it's going to go towards Apex with more points. I have to count digits there. I can't see either one of them with a sizable advantage, but I think we're about to find out. Is this going to go to points? Let's see. Oh, okay. It goes to points, and Apex wins. 1-0 to Apex. Wow, that was a very defensive play by both of them, and that means it goes to points, which is interesting. Now that they're both expecting this, And I guess they didn't really know this was official, so I guess we're going to see something different hopefully this round with a much more ballsy approach. The defensive play by Colors is very nice there. I mean, if you look at the replay, his legs, they stay in the exact same position throughout the round. They just hold it together entirely, and that's really, really nice to watch. Now I'm going to have to kick this person. Now, God, make sure I don't kick the wrong person. That'd be embarrassing. Okay, good. Now that Apex kind of knows, I guess, knows Colors is going for a defensive play, I imagine he'll try to counter that. If it was me, I'd go for a very out there, very risky technique, just to kind of throw Colors off. Oh, okay. Colors not going for the defensive play this round. They've both gone for the kick. They're both using very similar openers, actually. This could be very interesting. I guess now that we've had one round where defensive play has been in effect, we're now getting very actiony. Colors definitely going for a lot of power. Apex, no, it's a very, very similar opener on both their parts. I think Apex's right arm is slightly different. Good dodge of the kick there by Apex, but unfortunately his face has been grabbed, so Colors definitely has a good amount of grab on him. Although, saying that, I just noticed Apex has got his right leg kind of in a very firm grip there. That's going to benefit him later when he's trying to plant him into the ground now that both Apex's legs are still free. And in fact, both his hands are still free. Because while Colors has his face, his hands and legs are still completely free. I think Apex could use that to his advantage if he tries hard enough, and I damn well think he can. You just need to be careful that Colors doesn't push him out while he's in the air. Obviously, being in the air, as we've seen in this tournament, puts you at such a disadvantage, and it's a very risky move to try and do it. But, again, if anybody can do it, it's these two black belts. Let's see what they're going to do. Okay, Apex swinging back in to make sure that he doesn't get pushed out. That's smart. Obviously, Colors can't lower his right leg to stabilize him there, and I think Apex is going to use that to his advantage. It's a very, very smart play indeed. He just needs to make sure his toes don't dip out of the arena. Remember, this is a Kido. The second he steps outside of this square, it's over. And it's still, oh well, it's 1-0 to Apex. Okay. He is in the air. That is a good reversal. His foot is not outside of the arena, and that's very, very good. So Colors is definitely at a disadvantage now. Well, he's still at the disadvantage, although his right leg now probably going to benefit him a lot more than it was going to, because it's closer to the ground now. Let's see how they're going to play this. I imagine Colors is probably going for a twist. Okay, Apex has got to watch his right leg there. It's going to really screw him over. Colors is definitely manipulating this to give himself the upper hand. I mean, he's up in the air, but he is on top of Apex right now. Apex is gonna... Oh, I did not notice that either. Apex's left leg is dislocated. That is a major, major problem for him later on in this round. Can he get his right leg out? Oh, good God. 1-0. We go to the final round. That is very well played. It just dips out at the end. I like to think if he'd had his left leg, that could have gone a lot differently. Very good reversal by Colors there. Very impressed. It is 1-1. We go to the third and final round. Now they both know each other's tactics here. They both know each other's strategies. This is going to be a very, very interesting round. His toe only just dips out there. God. And Colors really does manipulate that in a very interesting way. I've never seen somebody get on top that well before and just completely weighs Apex down. Now let's see. I imagine now they're probably both still going to go for the really ballsy, actiony openers. I can't imagine either one of them will play this defensively. Now that they know each other's strategies, it would be very such a shame to see one of them play defensively, but we'll see how it goes. What are they going to go for? Right, okay, so we see Apex going for the similar sort of kick, but keeping his arms very much out in the open. Colors is going for a very interesting opener. This is a type of opener we haven't seen before. I wonder if how this is going to play off for him. Definitely, almost certainly going to get grabbed there. Maybe even get his face grabbed if he's not careful. Whereas with Colors' left hand, Apex is up at lower body, leg. He's managed to dodge Apex's grab, on his face at least, which is interesting. This is a very unique situation. We've not seen this before. Colors in a situation now we could quite easily just kind of lift and throw Apex out of the arena if he tried. I mean, he's got his right leg, he's got Apex's right leg grabbed. Apex has got his left arm grabbed. It's a very tangled up state of affairs. Okay. So, we've got Apex's right arm that's dislocated. That is a major, major problem. I wouldn't say either one of them really has an advantage themselves right now, but Apex is definitely at a disadvantage without the use of his right arm. That is going to cost him dearly later in the match, let me tell you. Neither one of them really off balance right now. They both got their legs pretty firmly on the ground, and they're both in very good positions to either lift or slam the other person. Saying that, we have now Colors very, very dominant, lifting Apex off the ground. I guess the grabs Apex has made is now helping Colors lift him, which is, again, very interesting. I really, really think that right arm is going to screw him over later on in the round. I mean, if without the use of his right arm, he's going to have a hard job getting any kind of momentum on that side of his body. Color's in a commanding lead right now, Apex. And then again, Color's used the same strategy in the round before and won of being on top, and now Apex is the one on top. Can Apex turn this back around? Again, he's still got a lot of his body free. He's still got command over both his, well, he's got command over both his arms, although he can't manipulate his right one as well. Color's, then again, very much lifting Apex now. I mean, it's definite. Oh, wow. Okay, lifted and twisted. Apex is now upside down. You gotta watch his right leg, left leg, or that is going. I can't tell what leg. I think that might actually be his right leg. He's got to watch that leg, or it's gonna go out the next frame. Colors with a definite advantage here. He's got his feet firmly planted on the ground. He is not going into the ground this turn, whereas Apex stands a very good chance of. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Can he pull this out? Oh God, there it is! There it is! Colors is the winner! 2-1 victory to Colors. A very, very well fought battle. No one can debate that. Winner is Colors. Congratulations. That was a great tactic there. It was just kind of like a overhead lift, fireman lift, if anything. It's very well done. Obviously, that dislocating really messed up Apex later on in the round. These things happen. We've seen it. Dislocating, if there's ever any evidence that dislocating is bad news, these rounds have been it. You do not want to get anything dislocated. Obviously, now, Colors will advance to the next wave. Please check back for future rounds. I'm Jack Morris from Amplifier Films. There's links to all kinds of cool stuff in the description. Hit subscribe, post a comment. I shall see you next time.